Hello there, welcome to Target Radio's podcast with me, Cookie. Every single week we find different people to speak to, mainly musicians, artists in the unsigned realm of music. And what we do, we have a chat with them, find out a little bit more about them, and obviously explore their music. Now, if you are listening to this on iTunes, please, if you get a chance, give us a 5-star rating if you can. And please make sure you put some comments in there as well. If we're doing something right, that's great. But if we're not doing something as good and you think we could do something better, then please do leave us a message. Let us know. And if you want anything else in the podcast, again, let us know in the comments box. That will be brilliant. Okay, stay tuned then. Today we've got a brilliant artist. Have a listen to this.
Please let this show go okay, with no major boobs or goofs. Hooves. Please don't let me tread all over the intros of records or say a naughty word.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
And every Monday night.
I listen
to
Andy.
Sean Cook.
Oh, Sean Cook.
Andy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'd like to say that, in our opinion, it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Oh, Sean Cook.
Andy. Well. It's Monday again. I know it's echoey. You don't listen to a word I say, honestly. Anyway, just gone 7 o'clock. It's Monday. It's 13th of January already. Honestly, I'm not ready for Christmas. I haven't got a single card yet. I mean, it's only 50 weeks away. I mean,
it is now.
It's going really quick. That's it. I've just lost me 2 listeners. They're gone now. Anyway, alongside me is Cookie. We've got Mr. Andy Topp-Walker. Hello, Andy.
Good evening.
You didn't say Andy.
Andy.
You sound exactly the same on tape as you do in real life. Great. Okie dokie. Anyway, so how was your weekend? Was it good?
Mine?
Yeah, yours, unless there's another Andy in it. Hang on. I'm having a look under the desk. No, just you, mate. Yeah, just you.
My weekend was nice and relaxing. Just getting my feet back under the table, back at work. A couple of days off just to recuperate.
Good. Well, mine's been flat out, as always. That is why I'm having a well-deserved rest at the end of this month. For a couple of months. I'm having a couple of months off, okay? It's my business, my radio station, so I can do what the heck I like.
You can.
Yeah. Okay, don't forget we've got March of the Mods. That's just around the corner now, in March, obviously.
It is.
Hence the name. Sort of self-explains itself, doesn't it? And then in April, we've got a brilliant event organised by your good self, Andy, for absent friends, if I can say it right.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to that one as well. We'll dive into both of those a little bit later in the show. But also in the show, well, you've got a brilliant get this evening, haven't you? Hey? Come on, spill the beans. Or should we do a song then? Let them know.
Let's play a song.
Yeah, now for those who are not privy to the Facebook pages, Target Radio live page for presenters, and I haven't got it in front of me here, and for listeners, we post everything up on Facebook on Mods and More. And everywhere else. Now, if you're not on Facebook and you're joining us without the Facebook, my goodness me, how do you survive? Honestly, how do you survive? We'll let you know who our special guest is after this. Do you know, I absolutely love that tune, Andy.
Epic.
It is 8 minutes and 34.7 seconds of pure class. That's all I've got to say about that. And I'll tell you what else we've got to say about, or talk about quickly, is... who is our very special guest this evening?
This evening?
Yeah, this evening. Now, Ruby's written it down on the board so we don't get it all wrong.
No.
Okay, so you can see it. And hopefully, once I turn my head... Oh, I can see it as well now. There it is. I'll let you have the privilege of announcing our very special guest after 3 then. Being very French tonight. I've no idea why. So 1, 2, 3. After you, go for it.
Our special guest this evening.
Really? Oh, you haven't said it yet. Go for it, mate. Go on.
Is the renowned Georgia and the Vintage Youth.
Brilliant. Now, how on earth did you get this talented, exceptionally brilliant young lady?
I begged and I pleaded.
You did. You did. Yeah. He's got sore knees, ladies and gentlemen, where he's done lots of begging.
I have.
He has. He's worn his trousers out. And they were his favourite 501s. He's got cut downs on tonight. And plasters on his kneecaps. Oh, fantastic, mate. I'm looking forward to talking with Georgia. What time? Around about 7:45 this evening.
About 7:45.
7:45 or 7:45, whatever one picks your fancy.
7:44.
Okay. Very efficient. Or 19:45 if you're in the army. Fantastic. So we're looking forward to speaking with her. And more importantly, we need your questions, don't we, really?
We do.
Yeah, so if you've got any questions for Georgia, obviously about music, about how she started, etc., 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 or generally just want to say, hi, it's me, do you remember me? We can relay all of those over. So pop on to Target Radio Live page for presenters and listeners. Post your questions on there if you may. That'd be great. Okay, now, next set of music I'm going to be playing, okay, I'm going to play a couple, then we're going to do the birthdays, because we've got Ruby with us this evening.
Evening, Ruby.
A rare occasion. Hello, Ruby, how are you?
Good.
Excellent. What have you been up to today?
Nothing really.
Nothing really. I wish I was up to nothing really. Oh, I'd like to go to school as well. Do you know, when I was at school, I hated it.
So did I.
I wish I was there now.
So do I.
Well, not right now, obviously, because it's home time now, but
School's boring.
school's boring.
Yeah.
So you're going to do the birthdays in a couple of records' time, Ruby, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so these next few songs, Andy, it's a little competition. You don't win anything, apart from my admiration and, a round of applause as well. All of these songs have got a little something in common. There we go. 2 songs so far, then, in our... a few songs that I'm going to be playing this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. They've all got something in common. Andy, you look clueless at the moment, mate.
Blank behind the eyes.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, usually does look like that anyway. You knew that was coming. You left yourself wide open for that one. Okay, you got Ruby with us. Hi, Ruby.
Hello.
Right, you're coming to do the birthdays. Just before that, though, what did we do on Saturday? Late morning. We went off to the cinema, didn't we?
Yes.
What did we watch?
Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, Andy's so annoyed. Why are you so annoyed, Andy?
I'm so annoyed because I didn't come.
No, we didn't know you were a big Star Wars geeky person.
I'm not
You
a
are.
big geeky
Yeah, he is. He really is, ladies and gentlemen. He was jumping up and down when I told him off air.
Hey.
He wanted to go.
Let me give you a reason why I enjoy the film.
Go on.
I have something in common with one of the lead members of the cast.
Yes, you look like Yoda.
I have the same surname.
What has? Who has? Oh, the
hello?
Yeah. What? Skywalker. Don't give up. Who?
Walker.
Well, I know yours. Who is Walker in that then?
Luke Skywalker.
Oh, for goodness sake. That's rubbish. He's got Sky before it.
That's just his middle name.
Oh, for Anyway, we're halfway through the birthday songs and we haven't even done one yet. Okay, moving swiftly on then. I'm going to point, Ruby. You can mention it. I hope there's no Star Wars actors in this, otherwise we get Andy back on it again. Okay, so in the rich and famous people, we've got...
Liam Hemsworth.
Who's a movie actor. Happy birthday to you, Liam. We've also got another TV actor here.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, he had a nightmare in, what was that?
Elm Street.
In what?
Elm Street.
No, you silly Billy. In Dallas, do you remember? They killed him off and then 18 months later he come back. Apparently he was having a shower and he had a nightmare. And it was all a dream.
Because he was the man from Atlantis.
He was indeed. Had webbed hands and feet. Oh, you are very old. Right, okay, who's this?
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, love Orlando Bloom. What a great name as well. Star of all of the Pirates of the Caribbean. So happy birthday to you guys. Quick. Who else have we got here? I think that's about it for the rich and famous. Hang on a minute. What? Who's this? Who's that? Yes.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Now, for those who don't know who she is, she started as, an actress and comedian that starred on Saturday Night Live and then went on into star in Seinfeld. So, yeah, quite a big star.
So let us all begin.
Ish.
When you know it's not
Okay, any more?
don't hold it in.
Shall we mention this guy? No. We can't. Right, okay, then more importantly, let's go over to Facebook. Find out who's having birthdays today, shall we? So we'll start from the top then. Who's that?
Emma Slater.
And quite right, she hasn't put her birthday on, as in how old she is. So happy birthday to you, Emma. Next.
Andrew Felton.
Happy birthday to you, Andrew. Also not put his age up. Who's this?
Steve Richards
Mulinex. He's a young 52. Happy birthday to you, Steve. Oh, sorry, 62. Oh, yeah, thank you. I need my glasses on. Next.
Gary John Kane.
Happy birthday to you, Gary, with 2 R's. Next.
Nicola Young.
Nicola Young. And she's only 51. So, a young 51, Nicola Young. Next.
Keith Parkinson.
And he's 64 today. Good. Happy birthday to you, Keith.
We know the key.
And next.
Edward Hunter.
And Edward is doing a fundraiser today for Scottish autism.
So long ago.
So please, if you can, share and throw a few pounds his way for a brilliant fundraiser. Next.
Steve Finley.
Yes, and he is
54.
Happy birthday to you, Steve. And next.
Paul Donnelly.
And happy birthday to you, Paul. And if you are having your birthday today, and we haven't mentioned it, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to a young man who's 26 years old today.
And you mess it up.
And he's my oldest boy, Tom Top-Walker. Happy birthday, bub.
Yeah, there we are. Brilliant. Happy birthday, Tom. Right, and yesterday's birthdays, quickly. We've got about 30 seconds, so who's that?
Paul Christopher
Puccino. And next.
Liz Max.
And next.
And Angelo Bono.
And last but by no means least.
Deep Polydor.
Polydor. Well done, Ruby. So you're out of practice. You need to have more practice. You need to get here more times and obviously practice your birthdays, Ruby. Okay, so we'll see you next week, Ruby.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll obviously see you a bit later anyway, because obviously you live here. With me now, I've got Andy Topp-Walker, who's helping with the March of the Mods, which is Saturday the 21st of March, 2020, so that's next year. Kick-starting off at 1 o'clock all the way through till 1 a.m. Andy, 12 hours, mate. That's a long time.
12 hours of wonderful music.
It's going to be wonderful music. So, who's appearing on March of the Mods 2020 at the Holroyd Arms? That's in Guildford.
It's in Guildford, and I'm pleased to announce that from the Chords UK, we actually have Chris Pope.
Wow.
And he's going to be doing an acoustic set for us.
Okay, that sounds good.
We also have The Aim, The Spirals, The Sonics.
Who else we got?
Then we've got The Modern Apes. And then we're followed by, it's great to announce that the Trojan Beats are actually going to be there as well. We also have the 48Ks there.
Now, that is a great band.
Absolutely. So looking forward to hearing them. And
Fantastic.
Them. A new up-and-coming young band called the Lightscopes.
And anything else?
And then we're having a bit of a Q&A session going
Question
on.
and answers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. With Modzines.
Ah, now, is that something to do with one Eddie Pillar?
I believe it is.
Wow. Now, we're going to be asking questions to Eddie?
No, I believe he's going to be asking the questions to some very special guests.
Oh, the great Eddie Pillar live on the stage area of March of the Mods 2020, and that's on the 21st of March at the Holroyd Arms. Target Radio, we're going to be recording the whole event live. Brilliant. And how do we get tickets, please?
You can, if you go onto Mods and More, that we've got an advert going up there. Just click on the link and that takes you directly into the tickets.
Brilliant.
You can also do the same, obviously, here on Target Radio. Click onto the link, take you directly into the tickets. And then also on most of the great Facebook pages that are out there that have actually offered to promote this great cause.
That is fantastic. Brilliant stuff. And how much does the tickets cost?
The tickets are £10 in advance. And if you're lucky enough to turn up on the day and there are still availability, it's £15 on the door.
Brilliant. Excellent. Right, okay, so that's March of the Mod, Saturday the 21st of March 2020. Kick starts at 1 p.m. Don't be late.
Don't be late.
Okay, and you're going to look great. Bring a change of clothes because we're going to get hot and sweaty in there. Going right the way through till 1 o'clock in the morning. Do you think you can do 12 hours? Oh, hello. Hello, would that be Georgia?
Hi, yes it is.
Excellent. Hang on, we deserve one of these, I think.
Hi, are you okay?
We're very, very good. You are speaking with Cookie and Andy Topp-Walker live here on Target Radio, so no naughty words, young lady, okay?
Oh, God. Oh, we're live in a minute.
We're live right now, yes.
Oh,
we
hi.
threw you in the deep end. How are you?
Thanks.
How are you on this horrible Monday evening? It's horrible out there.
It is. Oh, well, I'm inside. I'm drinking wine and eating dinner, so I'm okay.
You're drinking wine and eating dinner and having an interview. Well, they say ladies can do lots of things at the same time. You have just proven them all right. I'll hand you over to Andy because you are a superstar, Andy. You've got this lovely lady who's very talented, and we just heard Wonderwall, actually, which is a fantastic take on that track as well. But I'm going to hand you over to Andy because I know he's got a list of questions. I'm going to find a few myself now as well because I've got a couple floating around on the Facebook. So over to you, Andy.
Thank you, Sean. Good evening, Georgia.
Hello, you all right?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
No problem.
Okay, Georgia, let's start from the beginning. Tell us about yourself.
So I'm a singer-songwriter from Essex. I'm 24 years old, and that's kind of it. I've got a band called Children of Vintage Youth, and we've been going for about 4 years now. I've got some new music coming out, and it's all good. It's all fun.
So what got you into music?
I mean, I've been surrounded by music all my life. I grew up in a house where music was always on instead of the telly. I grew up listening to a lot of Motown and Elvis, bits of reggae and gospel. And then as I got a bit older, I got into jazz. But now I listen to all sorts of genres, and I think all of those kind of blend in the music that I write. I don't really have a favourite genre. It all just kind of comes out in one, yeah.
Do your parents sing? Do they perform?
No, not really. No, my dad taught me a bit of guitar when I was about 7. But no, they don't sing. I kind of just fell into this on my own, really. I liked to be the centre of attention when I was a little girl, so I was always singing at parties and stuff.
Hang on a minute, that sounds like me. It's Cookie back here again. That sounds like me, but I can't sing. So how on earth did you acquire this incredible voice?
Oh, I have no idea. I just go up there and hope for the best. I don't really know. I'm like, people always ask me, oh, how'd you do this, how'd you do that? Expect that I know all this kind of knowledge and technique, but I really don't. I mean, I had a few lessons when I was younger, but no, I think it's a weird thing, music. I don't think I mean, obviously you can study and, take all sorts of lessons, but I think you just learn by doing. You just got to get out there and do it, and if you love it enough, then you'll just learn on your own, and you need to have heart and soul to do it. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, obviously, I've been reading a little bit up over the weekend and obviously today as well. And obviously, you've got some genres here of jazz, stroke, swing, ska, soul, roots, etc., etc. Now, obviously, the sort of swing sort of jazz, yeah, them two sort of, marry up quite nicely. And if you can do one, you can generally do the other. But obviously, when we're sort of like throwing it over into sort of ska and soul, they're totally two different beasts, really. So how do you adapt your voice to suit that sort of genre of music that you're playing?
I don't really, to be honest. I never really change myself, and I don't try to change my music too much. I mean, especially of recently with the music that I'm doing at the minute, I really like blending different styles. I don't really like being a part of one specific thing. It's the blend that really intrigues me.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was starting out and doing all those EPs, I was kind of experimenting with different styles of music. And yeah, I was doing a lot of festivals, and I was hearing all this kind of reggae and ska, and I just found it so infectious. And so I thought I'd give it a go, and that's when I got to work with Neville Staple from the Specials.
I was going to get to that as well, and obviously with Mo Pleasure as well from Earth, Wind and Fire. Come on, a bit of disco stomping going on there as well. So you've got a good range on your voice. I mean, obviously I've heard a lot of your tracks on SoundCloud and other entities and platforms that you've got out there, and it's incredible. And you're right in saying, obviously your voice doesn't change, but the music underneath you is incredible, and the way you sort of blend into the music is really hypnotic.
Yeah.
I love it, absolutely love it. And I mean,
thank you.
It is brilliant, and I love what you say here. And I'm going to go on to quote here, and you say it's the music I grew up listening to, and I cannot pigeonhole myself into one fixed genre. I simply don't write music that way. What do you mean you simply don't write music that way? What do you mean by that, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, it would be impossible for me. I mean, I've tried before to just sit down at a piano and write a specific song that meets a specific genre and targets specific people, and I can't do that. You can't please everybody. I can't sit down and force myself to write a song that ticks certain boxes. I just write what comes naturally and just build on it. There really is no kind of structure or rules to it, or even a process of it literally do what feels natural.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, if you do find that one song that everyone loves, can I have a copy of it, please? I'll just play it continuously on here, and that'll please everyone then, Andy, Okay, back to you, Andy.
Okay. Sticking with the fact that you're not following any genre, you certainly have a distinctive voice. Have you been compared to anyone else?
Oh, cheers.
Thank you. Have you been compared to anyone else?
Have I? Sorry, I can't. It's gone a bit quiet. Have I been compared to anybody else?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, a few people here and there.
Go on. Name. We need some names.
I think you probably know certain names already.
Oh,
so no. To other people at the time.
Oh, I think you're moving. I think you're moving around a little bit.
Minds,
Sorry, Georgia, you're just moving around with the phone a little bit. If you can just stay in one sort of position, because unless you dropped it in the wine, I'm not sure. We seem to keep sort of losing you a little bit there. Hello. I think we've lost her, Andy.
Oh dear. Right,
okay, we're going to keep her on for a second and see if she'll come back. But while we're doing that, I'll just try and find another song while we're waiting. Maybe we'll need to call her back. Okay, so if you can just text her, let her know we're going to call her straight back. And, okay, I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but we will aim to get her back as soon as possible. Do you know, it's all madness. Now, it sounds a little bit better, hopefully.
Hello.
Hello, now, would that be Georgia? Hopefully not dropped her phone in the wine bottle. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm going to blame the weather on that. Oh, dearie me. Right, we've got you back now, so we'll try and keep you there now. There we go. Right, OK, I think Andy was asking you a question about who you've been compared to, and as we was getting to the right juicy answer, you sort of like, you ain't. I thought we've upset her. She's gone. So, yeah, Andy was saying you've been compared to a few people, most notoriously whom? Hello? Oh, no, Andy, what are we going to do?
I don't know.
Ah, right. We need to obviously rethink this and see what we can do in the meanwhile. It's a shame because it's a brilliant line, and then all of a sudden it just stops. I think it's going to have something to do with the terrible weather we're having with Storm Brendan.
It could be.
Yeah, Storm Brendan. We're going to blame Brendan on this one. OK, for now, though, let's play some more music. Fingers crossed that we can try and get her and keep her there. OK, fingers crossed. Ready, Andy?
Ready.
OK, she's probably eating her dinner.
Hello?
Hello, Georgia. One more time. We're going to
it's you again.
It's us again, yes. Cookie and Andy here from Target Radio. We're persisting. We're trying our best to keep you on a safe line here.
I like it.
Yes, we do try. Or our wife say we're trying. I think that's the word.
Trying.
We're very trying. So I think you're trying to get out of just answering the question personally, so we're going to leave that there. The answer was Amy Winehouse, I believe.
There we are. We got the right answer.
There we go. We knew the answer, but a lot of our lovely listeners out there may not have known that. So,
I'm sure.
Yeah, now we've heard obviously just one song this evening. We're going to play another one before we go this evening. Hopefully it's going to be a while yet before we do go, but if the storm does hit again and we lose line, then obviously we'll have to catch up during the year. But I know that you wanted to promote something before obviously that happens, so should we get that out of the way first, please, Georgia? So you've got something coming up in the pipeline, or is it almost ready?
We do. We have a brand new EP coming out in March, and it's called Overthinker.
Oh, right. Excellent.
It's a 5-track EP, and I'm really proud of it, and I think it's going to be a really good EP.
Excellent, lovely. And obviously now in a day and age where, you know, shops are not really stocking records as much now, how do we get hold of it?
Yeah.
How are we going to get hold of your lovely EP once it's available in March?
Well, so we're going to be releasing every single from the EP individually from March onwards, and they're going to be released on Spotify individually. But if anybody is really liking it and wants to buy the entire EP in one, then that'll be available on my website or any sort of site that still lets you buy music, like Amazon or something like that.
Excellent.
So,
and will it be available after March at any of one of your gigs that you've got here?
Yeah, every gig that I do, I'll be selling CDs after.
Perfect, lovely. So let's go backwards then. So obviously this year then, we've got July the 16th, you're at the Durham Cathedral, and tickets are on sale. Are they on sale now, or will be on sale at £22 each?
I believe...
Oh, she's going again. Oh, she's still there? Yeah, she's still there. Thank goodness for that. Okie dokie, that's what we've got here at the moment. And you're at the Paper Dress Vintage. That's on March the 4th.
That's the big one. That's my EP load.
That's the EP one, and we've got to be there for that one. That will be fantastic.
You've got to be there.
Okie dokie. Now, one that's coming up very, very soon, Andy, which you're going to be, sharing a stage with another group as well, aren't you, Georgia? And, Andy, you've got some details about that one, haven't you?
Yeah, I believe that Georgia is headlining a group, headlining in the evening, also with Levi. And that's on the 1st of February.
And that's at the Essex Arms in Brentwood, is that right?
In good old Brentwood.
There we are. Wow.
Is that, Georgia, is that your manor?
No, absolutely not. No, but I've been drunk several times in Brentwood, so that's
Yeah. That crazy woman's coming back, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Brentford. Yes, she's coming back there, so, lock your doors. She was on that wine again that night, sorry. We'll apologise on your behalf, Georgia. Oh, fantastic. So what's in your set? What are we going to expect to hear on that evening?
Just like all my old stuff, some new stuff, and some banging covers that we do. A little bit of everything.
Fantastic. Excellent. And obviously you were sharing the stage along with Levi as well. And have you worked with Levi before?
I don't know.
Oh, that weather is really affecting our telephone line this evening, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Right, just while we're trying to see if she can get her back, melodies are infectious, Andy. Her vocals timeless and lyrics are sharp-wise for a young 24-year-old young lady. I think she won't mind me saying she's only 24. I'm sure she won't. And obviously, it's just a shame that the weather is really affecting our telephone signal this evening. I think we've still got her there. Are you still there, Georgia? No, I think she's gone. Yeah, I think we've lost her this time. It's unfortunate. So, Georgia and the Vintage Youth. Check her out on, obviously, the series of websites. She's on Facebook. You'll find her there. You'll find some information there. You'll also find georgiaandthevintageyouth.com, and there you'll find, obviously, her homepage, which is absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. Actually, Andy, I'll be honest with you, it's a brilliant website. There's so much on there.
Uh-huh.
So you've got tours, you've got bio, you've got pics, you've got shop, shows, and obviously you can contact her, which obviously we can't. And do you want to know the funny thing about it is that very, very personal number that you gave me, it's on here as well. Right, okay. It's actually on here as well. Now, she is care of a Cuz Buzz Records Limited. Okay, she is actually a signed artist, but it doesn't matter because her music is very, very good, and some beautiful pictures of her as well. What else can we say really about her? It's just a shame that we lost her this evening, but we may have lost her, but we haven't lost the music, because I've got another track I can play this evening for us. How about that? Is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay, so shall we play this one? This is called Glory, and this is on her... Well, it's going to... Excuse me. It's going to be on her new EP that she mentioned earlier.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to be seeing her play live with Levi.
On the 1st of February.
1st of February. You're going all the way to Essex?
All the way to Essex.
Oh, my goodness me. Oh, I hope you get back out all right. You know,
We'll be fine.
You know what they're like there. You know, especially Georgia. That woman, you know, with that wine bottle. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's have a listen to this then. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. And you can see where the Amy Winehouse comes in there, especially with that track, Andy.
You can.
It really is there, isn't it? And I mean, obviously, she's not trying to be Amy Winehouse by any means.
No, just similar, just a comparison.
It is a comparison, and there is similarities between that track and obviously Back to Black, etc., and all of the other ones that Amy Winehouse, the late great Amy Winehouse, performed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Georgia is absolutely fantastic. What an incredible voice!
Indeed.
It's a shame we just lost her on the on the telebone there, and yeah, it's just one of those things, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. When the storm hits, the storm hits. Obviously, it's in my street, and it's probably in your street as well. See what I've done there? Ah, there we go. Dobie Gray, and Out on the Floor. And I was just saying to you, Andy, that's one of the very first songs that really got me into that northern soul scene. Loved it. And he was just telling us about Nikki dancing around the kitchen.
She loves dancing to this.
Anyway, that's it from us for this evening. Thank you very much indeed. And before we go this evening, we don't generally let you know where our special guests are. We'd like you to keep you guessing, but we're going to tell you anyway, because we felt that we've let you down this evening a little bit due to the weather. So, Andy, over to you, mate. Who we got next week, hopefully, as long as the weather's nice?
As long as the weather's good to us,
Yes.
and the phone reception is good.
Yeah.
Also, we have Tom Hinton.
Oh.
Tom Hinton is from Phoenix Road.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one. Looking forward to it. Anyway, that's all we got time for this evening. Thank you very much indeed for enduring with us. I'm Cookie. Thank you very much indeed. Time to say goodbye, Andy.
Goodbye, Andy.